are you? Subsidy. It is a sum of money in which the government gives producers to lower their cost of production so that they can supply more goods at a lower price. Graphically, this causes the supply curve to shift rightwards to match the demand. The difference between P2 and P1 is the value of the subsidy given per unit of good. The colored area is the benefit shared between producer, represented by green, and consumer, yellow. The size of these areas varies with the elasticities of demand and supply. Now let us put this into context. Once upon a time, Singapore is a rich and prosperous nation with its people enjoying a stable life. Many people can now afford luxuries like cars. Demand for cars has hence increased. In an attempt to increase the supply of cars, the government decided to provide subsidies to various car companies. Let us examine how the sharing of the subsidy between consumers and producers is affected by PED. In the first scenario, we have both price-elastic demand and supply. Watch this. From the graph, we can see that the producer benefits more from the subsidy than the consumer does. Now let's assume we have price inelastic demand and elastic supply. Again, when the subsidy is provided and the market undergoes the same mechanism, the result shows that this time, the consumer benefits more from the subsidy. Hence, we know that when PED decreases, the benefit of the subsidy is increasingly transferred from producer to consumer. Next, let me explain how PES affects the sharing of the subsidy between consumer and producer. In the short run, car companies are unable to respond to the subsidy and increase output of cars despite the cheaper cost of production, because FOP are fixed. In this case, supply is price inelastic while assuming demand is still price elastic. As supply increases and the supply curve shifts right, the producer benefits more than the consumer. However, as time progresses, car producers can buy more machineries and raw materials, increasing production. Supply then becomes elastic. As a result, the consumers benefit more than the producer. We can therefore observe that as PES increases, consumers tend to benefit more than the producers. In conclusion, changing the elasticities of demand and supply can determine how much of the subsidy is shared between the producer and consumer.